the way to really sort of hack authenticity is to be authentic yourself. And so the show don't tell model really comes into play. And one of the reasons there's a difference between the two and how you can tell the difference, because one can be shown through words and one can be told through a show. And the difference between the two is that a tell is something which comes from on high. It's authoritative. It's thou shalt not. It's going to come from on high. It's going to be an edict. And laws, edicts, rules, they're all based ultimately on consequence. Consequence is a factor of fear. And fear doesn't put us at our top game. In fact, we know neurologically that fear gets in the way of creativity, gets in the way of clear thinking, being able to take direct action, making clear choices. So when you're being told, you'll find yourself a little on edge. Versus when you're being shown. When you're being shown, this is the teach a man to fish sort of model. This is where someone is investing in you internally to allow you to be the best you can be. Now, you may be asking the question, why would anyone do this? Why would someone, for any reason, altruistically invest in me? And the reason is, they're selfish. They might not even know they're selfish. But they're the good kind of selfish. They're the selfish we want. Because ultimately, what's happening is by them investing in you, they're getting to spend time with the thing that you share your passion about. And so for them, they're loving this. Because while you're getting interesting insights that may even seem simplistic in instruction, they're getting a whole new lens. You're going to ask questions they never thought of, although they know the answer. And so you will bring new facets of this thing that they love forward. And while you're in puppy love with this new thing you're doing, they're asking for its hand in marriage. And that's all thanks to you. Pretty selfish. And yet, super helpful. On the other side, a lot of people who try to be helpful like to tell people what to do. I don't care what side of the boat you're on. Because ultimately, we're trying to guide other people's actions. Or force other people's actions in this case. Because the guidance is a gentle meandering. It's going to make it there. It's got a trajectory, but rivers, they twist, they wind, sometimes they hairpin, they do weird things. Water finds its easiest place. It's a lazy molecule. So it is going to find whichever, it doesn't care where it gets taken, but it's going to get there. In the most efficient and lazy way possible. And we could all learn a thing or two from the behavior of water. I thought I heard a crinkle crankle. I thought we had a guest star here for a second. I apologize. Now, the good news about being authentic, or trying to figure out what is authentic and what is inauthentic, is you can practice this for yourself. Are you living the life you want to live? That's a really big question. Let's start small. Are you buying the type of socks you want to buy? Are you wearing the style of clothes you want to buy? Are you want to wear? Are you styling your hair the way you want, or the way you can in some cases? Are you surrounded by the people you want to be surrounded by? Are you making the contacts you think you should be making? Are you shopping and supporting the things you feel you should, the things you are called to? Are you doing those things? I can't answer that for you. But if any one part of that is no, then it's not authentic. Now, hopefully it's something as simple as wearing a different colored pair of socks, and if it is, good on you. But if it's slightly more, is as you practice being authentic in small ways, right? Whatever exercise you want to do, whatever foods you want to eat, right? That you feel you should eat, not that you're told you should eat, but in many ways you're shown you should eat. And one size doesn't fit all. That's one of the other issues with being told. It often lends itself to a one way of thinking. One size fits all. And that can be very dangerous. At the same time, in the showing situation, suddenly we're learning how. Because, one, we're embodying the things that we believe. That's really the thing, right? To embody the things you believe. Because ultimately, ultimately, if you do that, the world is going to interact with you in an authentic way. Now, you may not enjoy the way that the world interacts with you. And that in its own right is something that you'll have to face. And potentially make the decision of being authentic and fighting, being authentic and leaving, or choosing not to be authentic at all.